Hola, hoodie, hello. So, greetings, folks. This is Saranya Naranamurthy here to talk about the mind business. In this session of podcast, we are going to talk about what everyone has, but many of us don't actually make use of it. Do you get what it is? Yes, time. So, time is one of our biggest assets. But generally, we have one common notion that whichever is actually given to us, we often take it for granted. So, same with time. But many times, what really happens is we wanted to make the most of our times, but we don't know how. So, today I am here to give you some of the productivity tips which will actually help you to manage more than you think you could. So now you could ask, so how do you master time? How many works do you do in a day-to-day life? So how do you know that you are someone who can actually advise us on productivity? So I can answer you with this in a way in which I'm not a master of all, but at least I do something which actually helps me be better than my yesterday. So this way I think I can actually tell you some things which will help you be better than your yesterday. So shall we move on? Yes. So, number one thing is, what are you going to do? So, that is the first thing. So, for this, what really helped me was a planner. So, what I used to do every day before sleeping, I used to sit down with my planner and a pen, and that particular planner has actually two sides, one side for noting your to-do list and the other side for notes. So what I used to do, in my to-do list, I used to mention that these are all the activities which I need to do. And my note side, I used to make it usually for planning campaigns and strategies. So this way, when I wake up the very next day, the only things which my eyes would roll on are the to-do list. So now I will have a list of things which I have to do, and I won't be wasting time thinking or just going around and missing out the major things. Now again, you might ask a question. Even I noted down a lot of things, but I was not able to actually compile with them. For that purpose, we have the ranking system. Yeah, so I follow the ABC system of ranking. So what this ABC system gives you is, A is a task which are very important and needs your immediate attention. B is something which is like you can actually give it to someone else and get it done. And C is something which need not be done today and it can be postponed. So now I rank all these by ABC, and when there are A tasks, my concentration is only on the A task. And after each task, I used to take a 5-minute break, and in that 5-minute break, I used to assign the B task to someone else. So that in a time which is taken to complete all the A tasks, my B task is also assigned to someone else. Now you might ask, see, out of the 10 tasks which I have, 3 of them are very important to me. Again, along with this ABC system, I also use another one which is called a subsystem. So here, if I have 3 things which are very important for me to do, again I would rank them on the basis of A1, A2 and A3. So now I have 3 important tasks and all of them are in the A category, but I'm also prioritizing it here. I'm making them as A1, A2 and A3. So when I have A1, my concentration is only on A1 and not on A2. So this way, I will make sure that the ones which need immediate attention are usually met to. Now you might ask, okay, so the time management and working out on the task is right. But what really happens most of the time? Even I faced a similar issue when I was starting out with this ABC system. So what really used to happen was, I used to pick up the A task, sit with it, and immediately a call or a minor mobile phone notification or an Instagram scroll, everything comes in and I lose most of my time there. This is also one of the very ineffective means of time management. So what I did here, I took out my Google Calendar, which is something which we don't use most of the time but is highly effective. And it divided the entire day into slots of 30 minutes each. So for my every A1 task, I used to submit only 30 minutes. If it exceeds 30 minutes, I need to close it off. So what really happens is, most of the time I was able to complete the task within the first 30 minutes. And in case under some circumstances, if I was not able to complete it, I used to keep that aside for a while and pick up the A2. Because a little progress also adds up. But if I keep the whole day doing A1 and I ignore the A2, that is not possible because even A2 is very important to me. So, first 30 minutes I do A1 and then the next 30 minutes A2, and again I come back to A1. So this way I will make sure that for both the tasks the progress is well met. Sometimes if we feel okay, these are a bit lengthier tasks, if we allocate 1 hour together, we can finish off in one sitting. So in that time, I used to club 2 30-minute slots together and bring in that. Again, also as a bonus tip, I will also like to add up a major thing. Most of us have had a budgeting, right? We used to have neat spreadsheets or a budget planner or a notebook where we write down all our expenses. Why do we write? So that we monitor how much money is spent, which are all the waste way of spending money, which are all the efficient ones, where you lost a lot of money, where you didn't put enough, and all stuff. Similarly, I have a budgeting calendar for my time. Every day, starting from morning 5:30 until 8 p.m. is what I consider. Because after that, I usually make it for times which is not being calculated. Yeah. So within this time, the entire day is broken down into 30-minute slots. And in all these 30-minute slots, I have a clear record of what I have done. So this way, what happens? Two things really happen. Number one, at the end of the day, I'm really able to evaluate how productive I was and how non-productive I was. This really helps me boost up for the second day. Number two, when we are filling it up in a very progressive way, if you feel that you're not doing right, your conscience immediately hits you, saying do something or else you'll not be able to fill something productive over there, and it really leaves a bad mark on you. So this way, again, this budgeting of time really helped me to manage my time more efficiently. So what do you think right now? Do you really feel time is something difficult to manage? Definitely no. So if you like this concept, try it out and do let me know how it feels like. And in case if you enjoy my podcast, let me know, because even small things add up to great smells. So cheers to you, have a great day, and until the next episode, stay tuned and keep listening to The Mind Business.